So the WNBA actually did it. I am shocked. There was so much social media uproar that they had to do it. And it was literally like, if you guys haven't seen the WNBA stat keeping this year, it is horrendous. There is in the last game that was played, Erica Wheeler passes the ball to Dearica Hamby at the top of the key. Dearica Hamby jabs a few times, looks around for a pass, fakes a handoff, sees nothing on, and 4 seconds later drives to the basket. Kelsey Plum assist. Yes. Dearica Hamby got a pass from Erica Wheeler and then pivoted about 4 times, waited 4 seconds later, drove to the basket and scored. Kelsey Plum got an assist. Well, you've seen it plenty of times. Paige Bueckers comes down with a rebound. Someone behind her flicks the ball, because that's something that Paige is actually, I've only noticed this year, is that she doesn't come down with rebound strong in the defensive end. Like most guards, when they come down with the ball with the defense, or with the ball and the rebound, look to push. Paige kind of stops when she catches a rebound, so people will swipe at her. Big swipe at her. It's happened 4 times this year. Once it was given as a turnover for Paige. Once it was given as a Dallas team turnover when she came down with a rebound. She got credit with a rebound and it was a turnover once. She got credit with a rebound and it was a team turnover once. Once she came down with a rebound, it happened where it got flicked up and then she kind of fumbled with the ball and Arike had her back turned and she launched the ball off Arike's foot. Off the back of Arike's foot as Arike's running down the floor. Kickball violation, turnover, Arike. And one time she wasn't even credited with a rebound. So that they didn't have to give it. Was credited as an Indiana offensive rebound. Like, it is one of these things where it's like, you can see, and it's not, I'm not saying they're trying to bring down Paige's turnovers and they're trying to take down Caitlin's assists. I'm not saying that far. I'm just saying that it's one of these things that's really noticeable when it happens. Where it's like, do you remember last year? Grace Berger averaged one of Paige Bueckers' turnovers a game. Like, there was a game where Grace Berger was given 3 turnovers in a half that were all Paige Bueckers. Like, Paige Bueckers dribbled the ball down the floor, dribbled it off her own foot, and it was given as a Grace Berger turnover. Like, it was madness last year. Like, some of the things that were given for these stats. But it's about time they actually went and changed it. They changed it. They'll never change it on a negative stat. But these were the most obvious ones. She clearly had 10 assists. Clearly had 10. Let's see if 70 Y finds a way to credit her teammates for this accomplishment. Well, technically they made the shots, so yes. Yes, she made the 10 assists. They finally gave her the 2 assists. I'm proud of the whole team having multiple 30 plus, 10 plus assist games. If it wasn't for the team, she'd probably be like, oh, Caitlin broke a record. Well, if it wasn't for her teammates making shots, she wouldn't have had 10 assists. It is what it is. It is what it is, but it's good that this finally happened. It's finally happened. Caitlin had 32 and 10 assists. It is the 6th all-time 30 and 10 assists. By the way, nobody other than Caitlin has had 30 and 12 assists ever. And she had 32 and 10. I stand by this. Had the Fever pulled it out, like had that Kelsey Mitchell shotgun in, this would be unanimously seen as the best game Caitlin has ever played as a pro. Like, and the annoying thing is, I actually think most of Caitlin's best games have been in losses. So, if you're asking me what are Caitlin's best games as a pro, like her actual best games, I still think Phoenix rookie year. 14-13. It was a 14-13 and 9. But it was just how she dominated that game. That has to be up there. Chicago rookie year, but Chicago were just sorry. They were just sorry. Washington in a loss rookie year, where they were down like basically she did the same thing. I think they were down 17 points to start the 4th quarter, and she went on a one-woman tear, 29 and 14. Nearly both of those were in the 4th quarter. And I do think she turned it over when they were down 3. But I'm like, she literally dragged them back into that game by herself when it was looking like it was over. That was a really early game. That was like the kids' camp game. The 24 and 19 game versus Dallas was an exceptional game. And then, to be honest, 32, 9, and 9. 1 rebound and 1 assist off a 32-point triple-double against the Liberty. And she would have had a 32-point triple-double if she wasn't pulled from the game with a few minutes to go. And she just kind of stopped scoring in the last few minutes. But I'm going to be honest here. And this is one of these things where this was one of the best games of her career. No question about it. And even though, if you look at the box score, yeah, she shot badly. It's just how. It's just what she did. And going from shooting as badly as she did through 3 quarters and to do what they did in the fourth, that is memorable. It is memorable when you don't get rattled when things are going well. The ability to not get rattled, the ability to stay calm, the ability to shoot through it no matter what. Like, that is something that you want to see. Like, there's been plenty of games. Like, we remember Aja Wilson 6 for 22 against Indiana. We remember that game. And I'm going to be real. Like, she had another game against Chicago a couple of years ago where I think she was 4 for 20. But one of her field goals was a game winner. One of her field goals was a game winner. And that is a big thing when it is when you are able to step up at the end of the game when things are going wrong. And obviously, when it comes down to it, Caitlin Clark doing that is huge. Doing that is absolutely huge. But, yeah, I would say, in general, Caitlin deserved this quote-unquote record for the performance. Because I think she's going to have this happen way more now than you would have thought otherwise. Like, I think we're going to see a lot, and I mean a lot of Caitlin Clark record games. I think it's just going to happen a lot. But I also think, in general, that it shouldn't have come down to this. It should not have come down to the fact that, 2 days later, she gets to celebrate it, because it didn't happen at the time. And then after the game that she goes and plays, everybody is talking about it and being like, oh yeah, it was clearly 10 assists, and there's uproar on social media about assists being stolen. Blatant assists, like literally handoffs to players wide open. And yeah, it is, like, this is something that I really do think that needed to be kind of cleared up, and I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that we saw again the common sense prevail, I guess, and Caitlin Clark getting her assist though and being given back, but it shouldn't have taken 2 days.